Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing? What's going on, Brandon Watts? What's up, buddy? How you doing, bro? Newest member of our memberships. Appreciate you. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm gonna try and get my computer set up here real quick. So bear with me. Damn it. Stupid ads. One sec. Come on. Stupid things being slow. Anyways, what is up, everybody? And now this time I actually see that community button that basically, it has the crown and 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, whoever I guess chats the most or whatever, super chats, whatever the case is, the more you chat, the better your chances are of being number one. What's going on, Big Boys Toys? How you doing, brother? There's my baby doll. How you doing, mama? TK18, what's up? Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, so looking at this on my phone, looking at y'all's messages, I don't see the crowns, but I see it on the computer. Huh. What we up to today? So we got a couple things going on. We'll let some more people join in before we get too deep into things. What do you think of that? That's some prettiness right there. Can't read that. It says the nitro compound. What's going on? A little ice cream date after work. Ooh, fancy. Tell her I told him to behave. Thank you, Brandon. Don't worry, Mama. He's talking about the car, not Lily. But no, so I picked up a new wing. So this wing is the Protek PTK7617. And I had to put all the holes in it myself. Oh, hell, we're still zoomed in. You guys can't see it. My bad. Yeah, you can almost see it. But yeah, I put the holes in there myself. Yes, indeed, was referring to the car. I know. What's going on, Mark Nugent? How's it going, brother? Yes, you're right, Mama. Both car and daughter are beauts. For sure. Yeah, so these days the cars have a really high wing. And then, of course, you have two different settings. I think this is like 7mm increase from its original position. Yeah, so that's one of the newest pieces that I've put on here. Yeah, so when I went to the track this weekend, I needed some bearings, so I went back to the shop with them, and I mean they got a nice parts wall of just all kinds of shit, whether it's brand like specific race brands or aftermarket, whatever. They've got all kinds of stuff. I seen the wings hanging up there. I was like, ooh, one of those. And I seen he had a stack of stickers, and I was like, how do I get one of those? He goes, well, here, I'll just give you one. So it came with 2 of these and then plus a smaller one, just like a little flag, and it says the nitro compound on it. But these are specifically made to fit these wings. So nice little upgrade, which it already had an aftermarket wing on it, but I think it's a little bit older style to where, I mean, I can't remember which way it goes. The outsides are either higher or lower than the center. I think they're higher. I don't remember. I'll have to go dig it out, but this here is just straight across. And then, of course, on these holes, they had them all with like the little divots in there. So I knew where to make the hole, and I just used the body reamer and reamed them out. Actually worked pretty good. A drill bit might work better, but be a lot quicker. But anything's quicker than a body reamer, right? Alright, some pretty sweet stickerage. Yeah, I thought so. I've seen a lot of the cars up there sporting these, and I was like, ooh, how do I get one of those? And they had to order some more, so. But, Mark Nugent, if I didn't say hello, brother, I'm sorry. I think I did, but for some reason I feel like I missed you. What is up, my friend? How you doing? Yeah, as soon as Travis pops his head in here, we can go over some of the other stuff, because one of the other things I got is something that he was talking about. So where are you at? I'm in basically in Mesa, Phoenix, and then the nitro compound is about 45 minutes south. Little town down there called Maricopa City, or Maricopa, whatever. I don't think it's a city, but yeah, Maricopa. And Maricopa is not in Maricopa County, just so you know. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the way that this looks. I'll pull out the other one that was on it. So when I got this car from that guy, it didn't come with the stock wing, so I don't have that. Okay, gotcha. Found a track local me the other week, so been going some. Hell yeah. Yeah, tracks are fun. Very hard, but they are fun. Especially as big as this one is. If it was a little smaller, it might be a little easier, but there's so much to learn about it. Yeah, so the sides on this hang down lower than the wing itself. So this is what was on there when I got it. I guess that looks silly all stacked up like that, but which this one looks pretty cool. I'll probably still run this one, but I like the way the black looks. And I wanted a clean surface to put my new stickers on. If I gave this a good scrub, and it'd probably get mostly clean. But anyways, so yeah, if anybody's interested, like I said, PTK7617. RPM, what's up? Big Boy's Toys says, Mama says hi. We tell her we said, hello, Mama. Hope she's doing good today. Hope you're doing good today, brother. Yeah, you like the new one? I like the new one too. And I mean, this one looks cool. Don't get me wrong. But just something, maybe if it was black, even that design would look cool. But I like the black. I think the black looks better with this color scheme than the white. Even though the white kind of all goes, I still think this here pops more. That's just me. So how much would one of those buggies go for used? So I got a hell of a deal on this one. And being that this is the newest model that's out, A lot of people want high dollar for them, but I was able to get it for $350. So not really a bad deal. You could probably find a lot cheaper ones, like on eBay or Marketplace, whatever you trust. But the newer they are, the more expensive they are. You know, like this one, you can still get every part for. They haven't discontinued anything. Like, this is what's on the shelves right now. This is still a hot commodity in the race community. I don't know, it depends on where you're at. Some people like the Serpent better, or not Serpent. Damn it, why can't I ever think of it? Shit, not the Serpent. Anyways, Mugen, you know, it depends. Some places, you know, Kyoso, just depends on where you're at. But a lot of the pros are running these at the moment. Damn, why can't I think of that other buggy? It's not the Serpent, but I keep thinking Stingray. Anyways, but yeah, so you know, these are still pretty pricey. You can get them like a couple of models back for, you know, if it's just a slider or roller that needs a couple of parts, you can get them for $250. You know, a decent one, you know, maybe $325. But people have an engine on there and want to sell it for high dollar, and you don't even know if that engine works. Shit, sorry. Wish I had a mute button so you guys didn't have to hear me sneeze. X-Ray, thank you, John Smith. Welcome to the show, brother. I appreciate the help on that. I can never think of X-Ray. It's like I always think of Serpent, and then I get lost trying to think of the word X-Ray. But yes, X-Ray is kind of another new hot commodity right now. The new XB something or other, I don't know for sure. But hell, up there in Silver State was a month or two ago. I think S-Works took it. So just depends on where you're at and what location. You know, Mark Garcia, what's up, man? Welcome back, brother. Kyoso's coming out with a new buggy. Oh yeah, we was gonna talk about that too. Thanks for bringing it up. I'm in a Discord with Bob's RC, and he posted that. And I'd seen a couple of postings of it, but I hadn't actually watched the video. But I watched that video that he posted, and man, they look really nice. Kind of excited to see, you know, see what they bring. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it. Yeah, Kyoso's definitely got out the new MP11. I don't know if they put a TKI number on it. Probably like a TKI 1 or something. There's Bob. What's up, brother? How you doing? I was doing good today, and I'm doing great. Thanks, Dixon. You're welcome, brother. I'm glad y'all are doing good. There's so many it's hard to keep track of. Oh, yes. Very much so. Very much so. You know, and it's like I got lucky back 5 or 6 years ago. I was looking for a truggy, and one of the Techno truggies just happened to pop up. And I thought it was really cool and for a decent price. And then come to find out, you know, they're a pretty good brand. And then the same thing with my Mugen. This one here I kind of pursued. I knew the guy was looking to sell it because he went with X-Ray. So I jumped on it. Adjustable diff height. Oh, you're talking on the new Kyoso? These have it too. So these come out with the -2. They set lower, but you can put in like the 0, like the originals. You can put in here and run if you like. But yeah, that's cool. It's kind of like a new thing that the buggies, the brands, the companies are coming out with these days. Yep, that is cool shit. Nitro Pimp, what's up? He says, I want the crown. You got to put up more messages, bro. Nope. What are you saying nope about? That was a cool video, man. Watching you get all those engines fired up, dude. I'm glad you made it through the fog. It didn't kill you. But I get you, man. If we'd have found you dead, you'd have had a smile on your face for sure. Apparently nothing from previous gens has been carried over. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole video, but it was cool checking it out. So I didn't get to see all the specs and stuff on it, but I bet Nick B will be all over it. He's a huge Kyoso fan. Him and Richard B. I think Richard B has every Kyoso that was ever made and like 3 of each. It was a trip. Yeah, I bet it was, man. That was pretty cool seeing them all fired up. I'm glad they didn't give you too many problems. I know how it is. You go to fire one up, and then you go over to the next one, and the first one starts leaning up on you or doing something odd. You go back to it and back and forth. So, props, man. It was pretty cool. Oh, there's the King Nerd himself. Rinks, what's up? Tomorrow's RC10G. Tomorrow, 5 runners. Hell yeah. I want a crown. You got to keep talking, bro. You know, it says Super Chats will get you the crown too. So, I mean, you guys can always jump to the front of the line. Have you heard of Real World Hobbies? No, sir, I have not. Is that just like a hobby store? Is it a racetrack? What is it? Is it a channel? Spent the day at the amusement park with the family. I'm beat. Yeah, the amusement park will do that. Did you go to Kittyland and ride all the kitty rides? It's a hobby store line in Indonesia. Ooh. What do they got? They got everything we want. Frank says absolutely. I have to check it out. Real World Hobbies. Where's Travis at? I know he was planning on tuning in today because we was going to talk about a couple of things. Where you at? I got something to show you guys, but I was wanting Travis to be in here to see what I got. Here's a tool. I don't know if I showed you guys. Ride height gauge. Pretty cool. RPM, if you want that crown, you gotta keep throwing up some messages, bro. Because apparently whoever has the most messages up. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's funny. Have that ride height gauge, works well on 8th buggy, too big for 10th. Yeah, they have a 10th scale. I don't know how, because like this one only goes down to like 13 millimeter. Apparently some of those buggies set a little bit lower than that. But yeah, they have specifically different ride height tools for whatever size buggy. Come on, Travis, everybody's waiting on you. Eyeball gauge works well. Not for millimeter ride height, it don't. What tires do you run on the Mugen? So on the Mugen, I was running the same thing as these, the TZO 200s or 202s. I've also been just kind of messing around. Like I had some, the AKAs that I was running were the I-beams, and they did pretty decent at that track. These tires, all the big racers say these tires work best on that track out there that I'm going to. But I've also been running the Detox, J Concepts Detox, and they work pretty good. They got a lot more pins, like bunched up closer, but these are a pretty good wheel. Tire. Zoom in here for you a little bit. Oh, that's upside down. There you go. 13 millimeter on a 10 riding high. Yep, and that's as small as this gauge goes. Fly high, Harlem. What's going on, brother? Welcome back. Grizzlies in the house. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. We're having an awesome Monday, bro. Hope you are as well. Have you run your car yet from changing your seals on the pipe? I did, and we're going to discuss that here in a minute. There's a couple other people I'm waiting on to get in here, so there's a couple different things we're going to go over. But yes, stick around. We are going to talk about it for sure. Because it wasn't only the lower exhaust seal. There was more to it than that. Big Boys Toys, what's up? A little love from my mama. Sends her love to y'all. Thank you very much, Mom. We appreciate it. Oh, really? I typed something out and it didn't even show up. There you go. Thank you. We appreciate it. Is it sorted? Yeah. Yeah, we got it sorted, but there was more to it than just that gasket. So, yep. Here just a little bit. I'll tell you guys my my mistake, or not even necessarily a mistake, but a decision that finally bit me in the butt. That a lot of people say that they don't do. And yeah, we'll discuss it, and we'll give all the shows out there that like to repeat my content. We'll give them a little bit of show prep. Mom's smiling. Aw, good. I'm glad she's smiling. Glad we can make her day. She made ours, brother. Thank you very much. Night shift. It's quiet so far. Yeah, it's a little quiet in here. A little quiet on the likes too. I know if you guys are like me, you forget a lot, so it's just a reminder. If you like this show, hit that like button. Oh, maybe Travis is working late or something. Anyways, he'll just have to rewind and watch the rerun. So, and I was waiting for him. Man, I don't want to talk about this till he gets there. So we're going to hold up on that. One thing that I did find out though, so the guy that's, I would say the closest to a pro at this track is the one that owns the track basically, is running a 13 tooth. So I'm going to drop down to this here 13 tooth and we're going to install this on the buggy here in just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Ireland. Appreciate you. Well, I got to break it down and pick one name. Saying fly high, Ireland, UK all the time, that's just a lot. Well, I'm going to try and stick with fly high. Are you do security at night? Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad we can keep you entertained while you're supposed to be protected, whatever it is you're protecting. That's awesome. No, I appreciate it very much. So, I'm not going to drag the buggy up here because it's a mess, and I know how you guys don't like looking at my dirty nitros. I didn't get a chance to blow it off again, but I will show you what I found. So I just set this in here. I got to take it back out and put the bell on it. So yeah, we fixed this problem here. It was good. So I fired it up, and I didn't see anything leaking. I run it around the track, I bring it back in, and there's some oil, not as much, but there's some oil, and I'm like, what the hell? So it's real wet back in this area. And the gasket I was running didn't really look bad, but I could tell that it had some wear to it. And on the inside, like in the center where it's got that inside piece that it like dips down and it sets inside the little groove on the exhaust deal. I don't know what you call it, but it was starting to kind of split there. So I figured maybe that was my problem, and one of the guys there just happened to have a gasket, and I need to purchase some, but I didn't have to worry about it at that point. So I put that in there and I get it tuned up and, you know, running it, and it seems like there's a little bit of smoke coming out, like, you know, the exhaust. I'm like, where in the hell is this thing leaking from? So, try and get some light in here, see if you guys can see. And of course, it was a different engine, but I'm just going to show you where, get in there, where it was leaking from. So, like, literally right up in this area, you can see there is, not so much on this one, but it's the seam in between the head button and the block. I could see it bubbling right there. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? How is this thing bubbling? RPM, you're the man, brother. Appreciate your little nitro fuel for the track. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much because it is very expensive these days. Let me hit a little ply here. Damn it. I don't know why I can't spell tonight. I'll just leave it at that. All right, Wonder Bread, what's up? How you doing? What's going on, Wonder Bread? Welcome to the show. All right, so yeah, back to the story. So yes, it was leaking in here, right? So I'm like, you know, what the hell? Damn it! Here I am, all zoomed in, looking at the table instead of the car. There we go. So I take it off the cooling head, and I'm sitting there thinking that either I've got something thinking either my button head's like misshapen, or that I messed up the shims in it. Come to find out, there was just basically a clump of like Loctite on it. So in all the years that I've put Loctite on these head bolts, because I have had this come loose, and long story short, I didn't realize it, and when I kept trying to restart it, dirt had gotten in there and basically destroyed the inside of my Works B6 engine. I was really, really mad. So I've always Loctited these head bolts since then. And then made it a kind of a ritual to check them often. So the first time in years, I have gotten Loctite on those shims, and it basically created like a dirt spot, like it made a hump, so it wouldn't seal properly. So I was leaking out nitro, and of course it had an air leak, and it would rev up and just wouldn't tune properly. So I cleaned off the head shims really well, put it back together, and it ran great. I know you guys have heard me talk about AJ Schumacher, which I've been watching some videos. Like if you ever watch Ryan Harris videos, like he goes to some of the big races. It was cool seeing AJ and his dad in the video, and AJ was actually in second place in the, what do they call it, the Nitro Dirt Psycho race or something like that. And he rolled over, and Ryan passes him and beats him in the race. And we were discussing that this weekend. It was actually really cool talking to somebody that's that was in there, seeing him on YouTube, and then and actually like trying to get some tips and pointers from him. And his dad has helped me out a lot. Like these are like the coolest people, the Schumachers. And honestly, I didn't know anything about them before I got here. I knew the big names, Drake and Ryan Lutz and Harris, and there's a bunch of them. I can't go through and name them all, but I honestly had never heard of the Schumachers. But now that I'm actually there at their track, like I hear more and more about them, and it's really cool seeing them out and about and going to the big races. And last weekend at the what's that place called, Thornhill, AJ said a bunch of crap happened and he didn't do as good as he wanted to. But I think if I heard him right, he said he beat Dakota in truck. And I didn't ask if it was nitro or electric, but I've only seen him run his nitro truck. But yeah, that was pretty cool. But he said other than that, he did horrible. He wasn't happy. But anyways, so yeah, and then like his dad helping me out with the tune. Like that guy knows how to tune a freaking engine. You know, and tuning and running I can do, but getting that race tune put on there, you know, I'm always afraid I'm gonna lean it out too much and tear something up. But I mean, he works it, and I love watching him do it too. It's really cool. If you guys ever watch somebody put a race tune on an engine and they keep, you know, throttling it and seeing how it runs, it's actually really neat. But anyway, so yes, so I think I know I had a leak here for sure, but I think my main leak was in that cooling head, because I had Loctite in there. And I know people are gonna make videos. Oh, you shouldn't put Loctite here. Every time I say and do something, I see it all over the place. You know, people can't come up with their own shit. They need show prep, right? Otherwise, they don't have any content. So there you go. There's your show prep. Don't put Loctite on these bolts, or make sure you get it all cleaned off. Perfect. All right, let's see who else is showing up. All aspects. What's up, Jay? What's up? Man, a lot of people have been commenting since I've been rambling. Let's see here. Yep, thank you, RPM. I see you're welcome, brother. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. LJ chimed in a long time ago. Sorry, brother, I was rambling. Welcome to the show. And finding out more and more about these crowns. You guys want crowns? You gotta chirp it up. You gotta keep chatting. I guess the one with the most chats wins the crowns, and even super chats if you're really into that. Let's see. Nitro Pimp says, I'd say half of the nitros I build have loose head bolts. You know, and I mean, like I said, man, I destroyed that engine, and I was so it's heartbreaking. It was a really nice engine. It came with the Truggy. I didn't actually buy it. But still, you feel like you wasted a whole bunch of money on a badass engine that still had a ton of life in it. So that still bothers me that happened. But it's like I check the head more often now in between starts to make sure I'm not trying to fire it up with a loose head. Because like them screws had come so loose, like I could wobble it back and forth, and shit had gotten up in there. And as I was cranking it on the box, the starter box, and it's ramming that piston up and down, it chunked out the piston. It scratched up the sleeve. It literally put a chunk in the side of the piston that you could put like the ball point of a pin through. I was mad. All Aspects says, Metro Brethren, what is up? How you doing? High Velocity's in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Excuse me, sorry about my allergies. Let's see here. What is up? What is up? Raw's in the house. What's up? How you doing, brother? Dude, that body on that XL, man. I mean, it's the same as my orange one, but that color scheme looked really nice, dude. I'm glad you actually got it out and made it a real truck body. Took it off the shelf and showed it what was up. No, that was a cool video, man. That truck runs good. Orange or that dark gray. I think you had like a smoke gray on it. Either way, those bodies are badass. I bet it is doing really well, firing up all those Titans. That was pretty cool. Dan, look at Raw go, man. Thank you, brother. You guys are all on a roll tonight. Hell yeah. Much love. Thank you, thank you. I need to go through and hit each one of these with the heart. I forgot on the other guys here. Man, you guys are awesome tonight. I mean, this crowd's awesome every night, but feeling generous. We have to kill enough to get a crown. Ordered a new to meet Truggy. Oh, hell yeah. What'd you get? Or is it a surprise? What are these crown things? The more you talk, the more you get. When I looked at I got like a little community icon thing here. It says even like super chats. So I don't know if like putting in a super chat shoots you up to the top, or if if it all depends on how much people are talking. I don't know, but as you can see, they keep changing positions, and I think it's whoever says the most. That's funny. Pimp says you have to kill an elf to get a crown. More gas money, says Raw. Appreciate it. Hell, another $10 on tonight's donations, and we'll get a whole can of gas for that. This is one awesome group. Jay says, hell lala aspects. He meant to say all aspects. That's funny shit, Jay. High Velocity, I'm doing great, brother. Appreciate you asking. Glad you're doing good as well, my friend. Chilling and happy to be here, says Wonder Bro. We're happy that you're here, bro. Have to wonder if that is what's up with my Nova Protek. I wonder if it's shim for 20%. Yeah, I'd check it out. Because definitely if you're under shimmed, you're going to get the ping. Just as I got a Kyoso Inferno ST. Ooh, exciting. I can't wait to see it, bro. Recently picked up an X-ray nitro buggy. I know nothing about it, but got it for a steal. Damn, bro. That must be nice. That's kind of like this one. I kind of got it for a steal, but he had just gotten the X-ray, so I don't know how many of you guys missed this in the beginning, but I got myself some new decals. The nitro compound. Harlem's in the house. What's up, bro? How you doing, my friend? I think it's the first time I've seen you in here. And if not, welcome back, man. Thanks for joining in. There's a bit of a basket case, but it was cheap. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome, Al Aspects. Says doing good addiction, bro, right where I need to be. Hell yeah. But it's under shim because it has good pinch, but flames out on 30%. Yeah, that'd be a good place to start, anyways. And you should be able to find some specs on it, and it'll tell you. Oh, excuse me. What millimeter number of shimming that you should be at. From a natural pimp in Edmonton. Oh yeah, X-Ray is a very solid buggy. X-Rays, they compete right along with these. Some people prefer X-Rays, some people prefer Techno, some people prefer Mugen, Kyoso, Losi. They're top of the line. For sure. All right, well, I guess Travis ain't gonna make it in here tonight. We was gonna do some. Yeah, I need an X-ray too, Jay. We was gonna do some talking about that engine that he brought up last week. I did some research on it. I think it was the V2, if I'm not mistaken, and it was. We were talking about it being, I think, like an OAS. Novarossi or OS based or something. I don't remember exactly, but the guy that he mentioned the name of, and I can't remember his name. It's one of those European names, but he is the guy from RB Engines, the little orange cooling head RB engines that are world class. Yeah, the same guy is the one that was making those V2 engines that Travis was talking about last week. He's supposed to be here today to talk with us about it. See, Aspect says, I just haven't got into the buggies, like the truggies though. Yeah, I think they're both badass. These are great for handling and just all around, racing. I mean, the buggies, like they're the true racers, and then the truggies are badass. You could drive them over anything. You don't really need handling skills with them things because they handle themselves, so to speak. But yeah, I like them all. Body Rome, yeah. Yep, that was the name. I probably said it wrong. Roddy Rome, yeah. I said it wrong. He spelt it wrong. I was gonna say Body Rome doesn't sound right, but yeah, Roddy Rome. Yeah, he's the one that did the RB. I think I'm saying that right. Is it R&B or RB? I think it's just RB engines. They had those bright orange cooling heads on them. Took my B4 out yesterday with the reds. Ooh, nice. So, Travis was the first one that started asking me about this, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen other videos on it. Jay says it was awesome. I bet it was, bro. I bet it was, my friend. Those Reds engines are badass. But like, I didn't know that it was a thing with charging your battery while it's still in here and then switching over to these switches. And I did watch that Raja 111 video where he was talking about it. And I don't have all the parts and tools to make the stuff, so I figured I would just go buy one. So, if anybody's interested, and I don't know of any other company other than Protek that makes this. This is for a 2S that has and this comes with a 4S plug on it. Another thing that I didn't know about chargers, so this is the only, oh man, allergies are kicking my ass. And I just took an allergy pill. This is the only charger I've ever had. I thought all chargers came with these plugs. Apparently, some of them only come with like a 4 or 6S plug, and then you have to get one of those balancing boards. I did not know that. I thought that balancing board was for to help balance it. Even though it has a balancing mode in the charger that you charge it on, I thought that you needed that for this process. And I don't think it's shown up yet. But so after I ordered it, it was only like $11. I found out that I don't need it. So there's more show prep for the guys that like to use my channel for show prep. It happens a lot, and that's fine. So this guy here, this is designed to go into a 4S. So if your charger comes with only a 4S plug and you have to plug in one of those balancing boards, this is what you would get. For me, I can plug it into my 4S port. I'm good to go. The other end of it, here's the male or the female end. Plugs right into this guy. And then you just plug this into your positive and negative terminals. Plug that into your balance board, and you just charge it. It's as simple as that. And I had no clue until Travis brought it up. So, Travis, if you're watching this, thank you very much, brother. Learned something new. Got a cool tool, and I don't have to pull up my batteries. And I can do this to all of my vehicles. So this, and then my older Techno that has the Dragon in it, one of the covers, and I'd wondered why they had done this, but one of the buggies I bought had a notch in the cover. And I'm like, what is that for? So I hung on to it, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna put that on. So now I've got the balance lead hanging out on that Techno. And then both my Mugen buggy and truggy, it sticks out the back here with the battery lead. So I can charge all my 2S receiver packs with this and never have to take these out. Brilliant. I wanted to say thank you, Travis. So if he ever shows up, let me know, so I can make sure I say thank you. But, so if you guys have any questions on any of that, I'm new to it. I'm not an expert on it, but I could probably answer some questions because I've done it once or twice. I practiced. I charged this up, made sure it did its thing. My charger here, it tells me how much the cells are, like what's on each cell. So, and on these 2S batteries or the LiPo, like each cell will go up to like 420 is kind of the cutoff. So, let's see where we're at here. Check out the Intech. The Intech. You talking about that V2 engine that we was talking about last week? Sorry, RPM, I just noticed your comment. Anyone interested in buying a Hot Bodies D8? Just needs a transmitter and receiver. How much you trying to sell that for, big boys? Have an old school Turnkey charger. It has from 2S to 6S and does, yeah, and mine does everything. So I thought all chargers had that. I didn't realize that little balancing board went for, I didn't realize there were chargers that didn't have all the balancing ports. So I got this little balancing board thinking I needed it as like a regulator or something. I thought I needed it for this process. Turns out I don't. So I have an extra one if somebody needs it. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. Now there'll be videos out there on how to charge batteries and oh, things that you didn't know. You know, it's funny how often I see other videos or lives or whatever talking about the same shit that I just went over, and a lot of times criticizing what I'm saying or doing. Perfectly fine. I just think it's funny. Yeah, with the same style clothes. Yeah, I think they call it a JT2 or something. I don't remember. I watched a video on it, and the guy was talking about it. Does it say on here? No, it just says 2S to 4mm banana with the 4S adapter. So yeah, it doesn't say what this style of connector is, but it's like a JT2 or something. I can't remember. Andy says, I like to dress up bolts. Yeah? You talking about putting the little washers on like this here? These little blue washers? Or what are you talking about? Ooh, cost a shitload. Yeah, for him to ship it from Australia, I bet it would cost a little bit there. Time saver for sure. That, and you're not wearing out the plastics running those screws in and out. So I like it a lot. What's going on, JW? How's it going, brother? Prod by Civic God. Nice dress up hardware. Thank you. Welcome to the show, brother. I haven't seen you in here before. Hope you're enjoying your time. You and Andy. I don't think I've seen Andy in here before either. Yeah, this guy, he did a lot, put a lot of the blue washers. They're all over the place. Even inside of, under the wheel here. I don't know if even on camera. Like he went through and put a bunch of these, even like on inside of here, there's like 3 of them in there. Back here on the mud guards. I think that's all of them. But there's my newest bling right there. The nitro compound. One of the coolest racetracks. And I was asking the guys if there's tracks out there that are any bigger, and they said not anymore. I guess there was one of them that closed up not too long ago, so it sounds like I'm on one of the biggest tracks in the country. '21 DLC crank short head looks really cool. Haven't got a chance to run it yet. Nice. Mine is external hardwired into the charger. It's like a little circuit board with the 2S6S hookup. Right. Yeah, and like I said, I thought all the chargers came like this. I guess I've just never paid attention and noticed that some of them only come with one port, and then you have to get the extra board to make it work. But I guess if I end up switching chargers and I need it, I have it. Or if somebody needs it, we can always do a giveaway for sure. Yeah, they look good. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I guess I should be nice and take off this tire. And even though they're hidden, there's more in here. Hell, I think it'd even be cool if we did some up here. But I haven't really done anything to this, so. But yeah, so these in here did as well. You guys even see that? There we go. Some more eye candy bling bling. Nitro compound sounds fresh. Yeah, it's a pretty nice track. I mean, it's huge. It's one of those low grip tracks. Like, it's a hard dirt shell with like a sand layer on it. So you got to blow off the sand and then wet it down to give it a little bit of traction. But it's pretty cool. Went to the track today and got 4 packs in. Then I got a bit warm, so I went home to be with the wife. Oh shit, it's moving around. We had to put one of our sweetest dogs. Aw, yeah. Are we frozen up? Computer screen keeps bouncing around. Wonder if it's just because I'm zoomed in like that. Yeah, that sucks, JW. Fortunately for me in that situation, unfortunate for my wife. She's the one that's always home and has to do that. Bless her heart. But yeah, I feel for you, bro. It's like losing a family member. So, track day got rained out last week. They rescheduled it this week, and it looks like rain again. Oh, the Midwest. Oh, bling bling. That wing is chunky. Yeah, that's kind of the new style that they've gone to. So this is the Concepts PTK7617. The one that came on this, kind of the same style, just had a little bit different drop to it. But yeah, this is what a lot of people are running these days. I don't know if it's that much better or if people are following a fad or what, but you see a lot of the big racers running them, so I figure it's got to, it can't be hurting. So I guess we'll find out. And it seems like all the winners have this wing with the holes drilled in it. Now, of course, they know how to drive the track. But, if they can run around the track with that and win, then it can't be a bad thing for me to learn on. But I don't want to mess up my new stickers, so I'm going to have to get another one for the running. That's my show wing. My show wing no-go. Or only show and no-go. However you want to say it. Let's see here. You gotta get her another puppy. Yeah, I had to get my wife another puppy. We lost, she had it was like a little female toy schnauzer and a little lap dog. And I mean, they bonded really well. She loved that dog as much or more than me. No, it's just a joke. But she was heartbroken. I mean, literally for a couple of years, we had other dogs, but for a couple of years, you know, she was just heartbroken over it. So when we got the chance, we had to get her another one, and then she wanted another one. So now she has 2 of them. So we're a house full of dogs as well. Let's see. Still have the litter mate. Oh, he still got one of them. He won't be around much longer either, right? That's the problem with getting litter mates. You know, they always die pretty close to each other. I was wanting to run a servo to a wing and have the fly adjustability, or have it mixed with the throttle to have progressive rear wing change the throttle position. Yes, that would be cool. I've seen some cars do that going down the road. But I've actually seen some RCs do it as well. Not the buggies on the racetrack, but I have seen some RCs do that. Life has a zoo around here. So do we. We had 1 turtle, 1 cat, had 2 dogs and 3 fish. We had a cat and 4 dogs at one point, but the cat has died. We got another dog. He's a Papillon. And they say them things are life expectancy is like 12 to 15 years. And I got him in 2011 and he was 2 then, so he was born in 2009. So right now he's 16 years old, so he has lived way past his life expectancy. All right. You know what, I figured as big as that track is, 13 bell just wouldn't be enough. But they're telling me that's what AJ's running on it. And I mean, he's pretty quick around the track, so he must be doing something right. So I'm going to listen to the racer. We're going with a 13. In case you guys are interested in that, PTK7578. Hopefully it meshes up with my Red's force clutch. And then hopefully meshes up to my car. Because these Technos, at least on the older ones, they're real touchy about, you had to have like a deeper bell, that, like the low C bell, it's the teeth stick out further, or it won't reach the spur gear. JW, that's some funny shit. I've got hymns in a parrot, says big boy. Said we're down 1 cat, 1 turtle, 1 dog, and 3 fish that were supposed to be feeders for the red-eared slider we had, but now they are pets too. Rescued a pit bull from a shelter almost 2 years ago. Nice. Yeah, those pits, they're beautiful dogs, and they can be real sweethearts if people don't ruin them. I don't want to scuff up my wing. I'm going to have to lay down some protective paper towels. Sit still. Myself and I over here, says Bob. Bob ain't got nobody to feed but himself. If I can get a body for that Inferno ST, I think you can. I mean, maybe it's an older model that you might not be able to, but I know you can still get them for the Inferno STs. Bob needs a puppy or another RC car. Waiting for the MP11 to be released. Oh, I'm sure you are, Bob. I'm sure you and Nick B and Richard B are all waiting on that thing to be released. A lot of B's in here. All right. Something else I finally picked up. I got the new gen MIP Come on, people want to see. 2.0. Still got the red. It just doesn't do the sticker anymore. It's now engraved. MIP there at the bottom. Ah, there we go. Nice, good, sharp tip on it. Of course, you guys can't see it. Yeah, when you go to pick up a tool like this, always read the package before you leave the store. I didn't. And I get home, and then I look at the package, and it said ball end. And I was like, oh no. So I had to drive all the way back over to the hobby store and go get the right one. And it's supposed to be nice and hot this weekend, like 105. But the guy at the track told me that I could get there at 7. So I figure if I run from 7 to 10, it shouldn't be quite up to peak temperature yet. Oh, you know what? I forget because I've never had this before. It's got the quick connect. It's the first time I've ever had the quick connect. I think I just had these in here loosely. Yeah, I like being able to just take this out and pull the engine without messing with the bottom screws all the time. Having to mess with the mesh, which I'm gonna have to do it this time. We're gonna have to set the mesh because I don't know for sure what he was using. Maybe if he was using a 13 tooth, we won't. But I don't know what his setup was. Yeah, so this car and engine are both from the same guy. And he's just a local guy. As far as I know, he's not one of the big names that you see on YouTube. But anyways, I like that. Oh, you know what? We can set this here. There we go. Still got plenty of room. All right. Oh yeah, the MP11 prototype was shown, and the drivers will be testing. Oh, so whenever they release the prototype, that's basically like, here you go, drivers, go check this out, see what you think, let us know what needs to be changed. Is that why they call it a prototype? MIP is the shiznits. Yes, it is, JW. If you ball in or no joke, it's a different design. Yeah, totally. And I mean, I don't do ball ends unless I absolutely have to, you know, like at an angle. And nothing I do really requires a ball end. And so, yeah, I took it back. And it was more expensive. I actually got $1.80 back with this. I think this is like 18 bucks. It's either $17.99 or $18.99. But yeah, I don't use ball ends unless I absolutely have to. The PM Klein tools are good. Yep, they're the best. I like those quick change mounts. Yeah, me too. And I mean, hell, the cool thing about this one, as I showed you guys the other day, let me make sure I get the screws out of the way. I don't know if you can see it with the pipe there, but you can see right there it is. The nitro compound. Dude, the cool thing about this place, I mean, they've even got a shop inside there. I mean, all kinds of parts. It was like walking into a candy store. Yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys the other day or not. Have you ever heard of One Army? I heard him talking about somebody local. Yeah, these made specifically for techno by One Army. And then I guess he engraves them for you as well. You just tell him whatever you want. Yes, team drivers will run it, and then after, if good, it will be released. Nice. They were all in the video, excited to test the new platform. Yeah, I watched some of the video. I didn't really recognize any of them. I seen a bunch of people in Kyoso shirts, and I'm like, oh, they all must be Team Kyoso, but I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. I just thought it was a good-looking buggy. So, now, I gotta find my shims. I don't know what I need for shims on this one. Grabbed the wrong thing with the magnet. No, I don't want that. Hate that how the magnet grabs everything except what you want. Alright. I'll start by putting one shit. Oh, I need to tighten this down. Yeah, I put all the stuff in here and then I didn't set any of it because I wasn't for sure if I was going to end up getting a new clutch or not, which I think I'm going to try out that new, I don't know about new, but it would be new to me, the Protek clutch. Northeast Mods, what is up, brother? Lotus is in the house. What's up? Ooh, Big Boys is #1 in the crown. Look at you go, brother. Take you to the hobby shop. Let you see all I got. That would be awesome. Lotus says, what's up, party people? How you doing, brother? What's up? Northeast Mods, how you doing, my friend? The Twin Symphony made my day. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Doing good, Lotus, doing good, brother. Wonder Bread didn't like his message, so he erased it. He says my ears are still ringing. I bet, man. They do the thing. Come on up, Mr. Loctite. boy. Maybe one more shoe. Beautiful. I got a screw for this somewhere. Where did I put it? Jag Parts, England. What's going on? Nice to see the 21BM again, watching from England. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the show. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but if you've been here before, welcome back, brother. Big Boys is still number one. Nitro Princess Safa wants to see the Nitro run. I can't fire it up tonight. I'm sorry, Princess. If I could, I would. Hell, I want to see this Nitro run. I haven't seen it run yet. I've seen the other guy running it, but I haven't got to run it myself. So we're using the Protek 13-tooth vented clutch with the Reds four-shoe clutch assembly. Apparently that's not the screw I had in there. Seems like I'm looking for a shorter screw. SLC, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Maybe it was this one. I don't think that one's any shorter. I know it was one of these two screws. If not, I'll have to figure out where I put the damn things. Perfect. So we have just a little bit of play. I mean, that might even be too much in some people's eyes. None of the shoes are showing. Now, I don't really know if there's a limit to the amount of play. I mean, I'm sure there is, but like I don't know it. I just know that I need some play in it. But we're gonna try this other shim real quick. If any of you racers have any ideas, you can be sure and let me know. Yeah, I can't wait till Halloween weekend. That's the big race happening out here at the Nitro compound. And they even have a novice class, so if I do decide to race, at least I won't be racing the, you know, the big dogs looking all stupid. I'll be racing the little dogs looking all stupid. Cool, we still have a tiny bit of play. Awesome. I think we're getting closer to the point of having a good setup. And then I can practice on my driving. If you don't have a good setup and your shit's just flopping around all over the place and not doing what it's supposed to do, it's hard to actually get good practice in. I do plan on going to that one, and yes, I'll be in the novice class. Oh, cool. I don't have anything electric, so I can't race against you. You're going to be my pit guy, aren't you? RPM says, I got my own crown. You got the #1 crown now. Hell yeah. Grandma's in the house. What's up? That's sweet. I just noticed you popping in there, Grandma. Is Hugh in here? I don't see him. I have a 16 tooth belt coming from my VTX B1. Nice. Yeah, I figured as big as that track is, it would need a bigger belt. Anthony's the guy's name, but AJ's dad just looked at me like, you only need 13. And I'm like, really? As big as this track is? He's like, that's all AJ runs. I'm like, well, if it's good enough for AJ, it's good enough for me. I don't see Q in here. Tell him I said, what's up? Sorry to hear that, Northeast. I know you guys have been going through some shit. So that's how your LRP sits. What do you mean? Careful, RPM, that thing may be a little heavy. There's Travis. Junior had a basketball game. Oh yeah, that's more important anyways. Man, I done went through the whole show saying, where's Travis? I got all this shit. We've been talking about everything already. I'm just messing with you, but man, that's awesome. You gotta go do your family stuff first. Stouffer's French bread pizza tonight, yum. Grandma says, what, I'm not good enough? Oh, Grandma, you know better than that. I just wanted to say hi to him. You know, we only allow Hugh to come in here because we know that it's going to bring you, so. Don't tell him I said that. Nah, we love both of you. I'm just messing. But I think they run nitro and electric together for this novice race. It depends on how many entries. You know, if there's enough entries, then they'll run them separately. But it just all depends on how many people are there. So either way, it'd be cool. Even if I have to run against you, you know, you don't have to worry about last place. I got that taken care of, bro. Maybe I'll spoke on charging batteries. Oh man, all of it, dude. You missed everything. Grandma says, I know. So, yes, Travis. I went and picked up this little beauty here. PTK7319. Even Adam Drake is pushing this. I didn't see that video till after I found this and bought it, but so I have charged my batteries in both of this and both the Technos, and I mean this thing works like it's supposed to. So Let me zoom out a little here. There we go. So it plugs right into like a 4S jack. You got your positive, negative. That's all tied together there. And then the female end to the car. Yes, sir. It seemed to charge just the same as any other, hooking up the battery charger the other way. So the cool thing about it though, I don't have to undo the screws and take it out. All my cars have the charging lead hanging out, so easy peasy. But I got a little bit of bling bling. Yes, sir. He's in the shed messing with the wiring on that engine. He is going to be fixated on that thing until he gets it to run. We'll battle for last. Yes! I like it. I have nothing but love for everyone here to my addiction family. Hell yeah. RPM's still in the lead. Still got that #1 spot. Big Boys is close behind with #2. What happened, Pimp? You gave up the title. Oh. Big Boys is out. #2 spot's up for grabs. Have a good one, Big Boys. Appreciate you. I'm not even sure how you get the number 1, 2, and 3. It's basically like the top 3 commenters, super chats. I got a little icon here. Let's see if it'll let me read this while we're doing. Yeah, so right now it's just telling me. Well, see, that's weird because Brandon Watts hadn't said anything for a while, but he still has #3. So it goes. You get experience points, 150 for JR or RPM, 150 for Big Boys Toys, and then 75 for Brandon Watts. All Aspects has 75 as well. Now, how do you get those points? The only thing I can come up with is chatting and like donations, which we've had some generosity going on tonight. Thank you guys very much. I don't have to renew my membership. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened, Grandma? Appreciate you. You got points for comments and stuff. Oh, yeah. The more you guys comment, the more points you get. All right. Now these I am going to Loctite. Oh shit, now you guys are just looking at the wall. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize what was going on. This makes no sense. I can't get more than 75. Maybe you don't talk enough, Lotus. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's what it said to me before I started this. It said you get them through comments, super chats. Still trying to get it started. Corey's in the house. What's up? How you doing, brother? Welcome to YouTube where the crowns are made up and points don't matter. Hey, man, it's just like going to school, man. Everybody gets a participation trophy. You know what? I feel like I'm just going to lose all the Loctite if I don't put it directly in the hole. Oh, and Travis, yes, we did talk about that V2 engine. Yeah, that guy. Somebody said his name earlier. I can't remember now. Is it Roddy Rome? Um, he was the maker of the RB engines. Often guy, what's up? Aw, I lost my screw. Yes, correct. Bob stole my number one. Admire the new MP11. He was the RB engine guy, not techno. Right. Yes. Yeah, the old school little orange headed engines. I don't know if they were all orange head, but it seems like all the ones I ever seen were orange head. Little badass engines is what they were. So yeah, last week when you were saying he was a master engine builder, yes sir. That's cool he's come out with a new engine like that. I'm gonna have to check it out one day. Oh no. Techno did start as an engine company. Oh, that I didn't know. Like I've always heard of the company Tekin, which would be the electric motors. But until about like 8 years ago, I had never even heard of Techno. And then I located that truggy that the OG now has. Yeah, she's a little tight. Yeah, it's funny how the guy that I got this from pulls this engine out of it, sells me the engine, and then turn around and sells me the car. Come on, get in there. Did I grab? There's no way that's it. Yeah, just got some dirt in it. I'm like, did I really grab? Come on, get in there. That hole was stubborn. I think I said hi to you. If not, I'm sorry, brother. A brand new RB I just bought in pipe. Ooh. Nice. Hell yeah. Probably haven't missed anyone. You missed me, brother? No, I'm just messing. White runts. Is that the candy? 4 a.m. was in the RC room, couldn't find everything. I have to try again, ran out of time. Trying to put the Savage X back to stock and couldn't find everything. You'll get it, brother. I don't know why you want to put it back to stock. Gave 100 for 3 engines, RV, and 2 of the Novarossi. Still the year for me. I'm done buying for the year. He spent this year and next year's budget. I like to give the driver a little tap. It breaks the. Oh yeah, it breaks the Loctite. Yeah, I couldn't get it in the hole. I guess it was Loctite blocking the hole, the screw head. Come on. That's why I like turning it the other way. I can get to the bell. Alright, a little loose. A little loose slide. I hate getting them too loose because then it just flops around. It's hard to control it. Slide over. Ooh, you know, I forgot about the damn fuel tank screw as well. It's either too loose or too tight. Pick one. And I go to tighten it down and it moves it. But if I got it too loose and go to tighten it down, it won't. Nope. I was gonna say it won't bring it into that perfect spot, but it kind of did. Yeah, she's a little tight. We'll leave her that tight, she's gonna have a blowout. Yeah. So glad I got the quick release. Hopefully I won't have to mess with this anymore. Unless I switch something around. Something's a little out of round because it's loose on one side and not the other. Okay, now watch, I'll go to tighten it down and just stay loose. It won't tighten it up like it's been doing. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too loose. Quick release for the engine. This research, I found that my Vertex buggy shares a lot of parts with the GS Racing Storm and Red Cat Hurricane. Vertex is the premium version, has carbon fiber and billet braces. Nice. Yep, the engine quick release. RCX, what's up? Is that the stock motor mount or the aftermarket? This is the aftermarket quick connect made by One Army. I'm either too loose or too tight. That's better. Doesn't sound like it's grinding. It's about the maximum amount of tick. Yeah, so. Oh, probably can't see it real well like that. I'm trying to get in there where you can see. Can't see it. Yeah, so that bolt there and the one in the back, that's the top half of it. If you guys can see right there, the nitro compound. This will be one of those deals that I never get rid of. Yeah, I think that's pretty close on the mesh. What do you guys think? Anybody think that's too loose? I mean, that's just barely any tick. I think we're good on that. Yep, the engine quick release aftermarket. Yep. RC 10 GT still in the box too. I may not be done yet. It's cool when you run into a gold mine like that often. Yeah, he fell into a deep gold mine. Go back and watch the live later to catch up on what I missed. All right, brother. Yeah, 'cause there was quite a bit. Probably a good hour's worth, or a little over an hour. But yep, that's what it's there for. Reruns are there for you guys to enjoy. Let's see here. Had some run on Sunday and need to make my YouTube videos. Did you didn't do a live on Sunday, did you? You were on the road, weren't you? RCX says sounds good. Thank you, thank you. He said he'd be here shortly. All right, tell him to hurry up. Ooh, Jay's got number 3. Bob still got the number 1. Who's got number 2? I don't see the number 2. There it is. RPM still got number 2. There's Hugh. What's up, brother? What is it? What is what? How you doing, bro? Secondhand. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Welcome back. Hey, Hugh, check out my new bling. Got me a nice little bling going on there. What do you think about that, brother? Hell yeah. Yeah, so I got my new wing with some decals from the compound itself. Now this thing's almost ready for the track. All I gotta do is finish tightening a couple things down, plug in the fuel lines, and we're off. Alright, let me get it flipped back over. So I'll go through and Loctite these screws. Yeah, the best part about it, that damn quick release, I don't have to set the mesh. Not to mention it's just quicker, but I don't have to set the mesh. Fire it up. I don't know why you guys keep asking that. Damn, now that I tightened down that one screw, it got a little tighter. If it stays where it's at, I think we can live with it, but if this screw makes it any tighter, we're gonna have to do a reset. No, I wish I had a place to fire it up like that, but I can't do that in here. Fire it up anyways. I know you're just messing Jay, but Lotus isn't. Why does 4K video take so long to upload? Because YouTube can't support it. No ball tip either. No. No, sir. When I went to pick up this new guy. It's the new 2.0. And I didn't read the package, and I get home, and luckily I didn't tear it open. I just happened to read it, and it said ball end, and I was like, what? So I drive all the way back over to the hobby store. Like a 15 or 20 minute drive. But it was my fault for not looking at it before I left. I didn't say ball end, so I didn't expect him to grab the ball end. But now I know. So he apologized for it. He was real cool with it. I mean, it almost sounds tight when I'm turning the wheels, but it's not. And it's a brand new clutch or bell gear, so it may take a minute to break it in fully. But yeah, more than likely when I go to the track, I'm going to take this wing off because I don't want to mess up my pretty decals. And either put the white one back on it or buy another black one just for running, which is probably what I'll end up doing. I think the black looks better. And I got me 2 free screws out of the deal. I don't think this extra little holder here is meant for the nipple that's that close to it. But we'll just leave it like that. It's a tight fit. A little fail-safe works. Basically, the only thing left is just to turn it on and set the endpoint. I can't remember if I set the endpoints the other day or not. I don't think I did because I didn't have it fully set. So I still need to go through and make sure the endpoints are good. And all that fancy jazz. There we go. Oh, and so when I first got this, I was talking about this samurai pipe, and it's got this 75 on it. I found out from watching Adam Drake that it is a 75 millimeter header. I don't really know what that means in terms of what all different sizes that they have, but I measured it, and outside of hole to outside of, like in the inside, so I say outside, so from this outside of the inside of the pipe to this outside of the inside of the pipe, it's 75 millimeters. You guys can't even see. I thought we were still zoomed out. I'm sorry. So if we're going to zoom in, at least put it in the right spot. Okay. Yeah, so this Samurai is a 75. And when Adam Drake said 75 millimeter, I put the calipers on it. So from the inside of the pipe on this outer edge to the inside of the pipe on this outer edge, you got 75 millimeters across there. That's what that means. Don't know, didn't really research the specs on it. I just figured out that's what the 75 meant. So yeah, she's pretty much ready to go. I need to get the little air filter holder bar thingy. I don't really even know what it's called. I feel like my exhaust is loose. There we go. Now she's tight. Tight like a tiger. So I do have the receiver in here that was in the Mugen and the servos. Basically, I think starting tomorrow's show, we're going to just strip it down completely, clean it, rebuild it. I got some new arms for it. Basically, because those are just wore out. Not broke, just wore out. What else? Oh, I guess I could do a little demonstration for you guys on how this little charger deal works. I don't know how many of you have seen this. Or always before. What are we talking about? No. Totally sucks when you gotta poop after taking a shower. Right. Leave 85 is for the truggy. Oh, yeah, nice. 38 racing. Correct is the night before, so it's me. You gotta get her to fire up, Hugh. Alright. So, for those of you guys that missed it earlier, this is a 4S plug. Damn zoom button. So the 4S plug goes here in the 4S, and I'm hitting buttons. And then black to black, red to red. So it's all tied together. It's like a three-way splitter. And they did a really nice clean job at Protek. And then literally all you do is you take this little female end. Maybe I should turn the car around so you guys can see a little bit better. All right, just making sure we had it in the camera. Computer lagging. Plugs in just like that. Now this one's already full, so it's not really going to charge. But I don't know if you guys can see that. A little dirty. All right, so it's on LiPo 2 cell on 1 amp, and it's on balance charge. Now it's charging. You can see 418, 420. Like this thing will be fully charged here in just a couple of minutes. It was already pretty much charged, but that's all you do. Just charge your battery with the balance lead. For those of you that have never done it before, so you do not have to be plugged into the little 3-prong lead. It plugs right into the switch. And then of course the switch goes in here and plugs into the receiver. All the cabling's routed through here into here. I don't ever have to open anything up. Just a done deal. Thank you again, Travis, for bringing that to my attention, because I did not know that that was a thing. But yeah, I did a little research on it, and you don't want to do it for anything over a 2S. But for these little receiver packs, it works great. And of course, do it at your own risk. If you burn your shit up, it's not my fault. Oh, 1 amp like that? Yeah, only 1 amp. What's the part number again? So the part number for that charge lead, 5319, PTK 5319. Now, I don't know if they have different, the connector that goes to the charger, but this one here is specifically 2S to the 4mm banana with the 4S adapter. I use the 2S life pack, not a huge chance of flames. No, you're a lot safer with that. And these are fairly safe on, doing it with the LiPo. But just like any other LiPo, there's always that chance. The batteries are never warm after charging them. Usually it's just the charger that's warm. So it should be fine. But I mean, I don't want to say all of the pros and big guys, but I see a lot of different videos and channels on it. And, like Adam Drake is even, he had this exact same, he opened up the bag, had the exact same part number, plugged it in, did his thing, and I was like, cool. If it works for him, it'll work for all of us, right? But, so yeah, I really do like this because, yeah, you don't have to take out the screws. If it was a little clip, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's such a tight fit anyways, it's hard to get the batteries in and out with the steering. You got to crank it way over to get it in there. And it's still a pain in the ass. So I really do like this setup. As long as you charge with your rating, you shouldn't see fired off. Exactly. And this is a 2600, or no, this one is I think it's a 1800. I don't know. I never charge any of them over 1 amp. Even my Proteks that are in the other buggies, they're 2600, always at 1 amp. And so you can do whatever it is, like, what is that, 10%? So if it's, 2600, you could do 2.6 amps and you're safe, but I never do it over 1. Being this one's a 1800, I could do it at 1.8 if I wanted to. Fast charge as soon as you drain, it is in the danger zone. fast charging as soon as you drain it, it's in the danger zone, right? Hate taking my batteries out. Yes, that's one of the hardest parts about running LiPo, is taking these damn batteries out. Oh, ding dong. But no, so I really do love the Charger. Yes, you're right, Bob. 1800, 1.8 max. I would charge at 1.1 to 1.2. Yeah, I'd never go over 1. I've never changed that. Even on my big 4S LiPo that's, I don't know, things like 5,000 or 6,000 milliamp for the starter box, I never take it over 1. Charge my 6,000 batteries at 9.5. RC Adventures, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Stupid allergies. I figured come out here in the desert where they don't have much green, I'd be okay, but I'm not. Mine will go higher than 6, or I would too. JW playing with fire. Well, it shrinks the life of them too. Charge at 4 amps takes an hour and a half for 6500 4S. Yeah, it takes a while. You see people do it all the time at the track where they'll charge them up real fast on a high amperage, but I mean, things are expensive to just be burning up like that. What? Damn, JW. That's crazy. They always told me to slow charge, triple charge. Always a better charge to keep heat out of the battery. Yep. Those are all still good, even the older ones. I've got a couple of them that are older, but I never really took the best of care of them, so I think they still work. Stuff scares me. I've seen a few YouTubers completely burn a house down. Yeah, you gotta be real careful with it. Faux show. With some heat in the battery for racing, it discharges better from what I was told. Yeah, I mean, just like engines, motors and batteries, you're probably gonna go through them a lot quicker than what a basher would, just because you're getting ready for racing and you're trying to get the max performance out of it. Same thing with this engine here. I don't know what kind of time it has on it. I know he's repinched it a couple times, but he's a racer and he'll repinch it after a couple of gallons. Like, never lets it get completely wore. But racers run them hard. I know nothing about electric RCs. Never owned one. I got a couple, but nothing special. But the next thing that I need to get is one of those lap counters. What is it called? My Laps or something like that. Little transponder. Allergies suck. I'm surprised this thing hasn't beeped yet. It's like right there at that max. 420. Man, it's supposed to be pretty hot this Sunday, but I got permission to be out there at 7, so I'm gonna get there at 7 and run probably 7 to 10. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot by 10, but hopefully I get to put in a few hours of run time and not so much work time. But I think I got everything situated on it. All the electronics are set up. I need to adjust the carburetor. Oh, there we go. We're done. 420. So, my new method of charging batteries. Thanks again, Travis, for bringing it to my attention. 420 people. Snap. Yeah, I used to be a 420 people. I can't anymore. That's all I have now. I sold all my nitro just for financial reasons. It's 420 somewhere fired up. The sonic wave I have scares me. It kills batteries. They come out 130 degrees. That's burnt leads off of killed cells. But you got it geared too high? Sounds like you got it geared too high. It's geared badass. Yeah, it sounds like it. Yep, that's all you need to know. It's geared badass. So there she is. My beautiful little shit kicker. I guess I can get this out of the way and put it on the throne. They're gonna be like, damn, that's the worst techno MB48 2.2 running around the track. Look at him, he's in last place. That car's supposed to be way faster than that. Yep. Oh, there she is in all her beauty. Let's see here. Can't survive. I keep my system flooded. Yes, sir, you deserve it too. So even though my battery pack is 2S, I still would plug the 4S into my charger. Yeah, I don't know all the different sizes that these come, but this one here, it only ties into the 4S. So basically you've got a positive and a negative, and then you'll have one more wire to whatever size your battery is. So there's 3 wires, it's a 2S, 4 wires, it's a 3S, and so on. Now this one particular comes in a 4S plug. I don't know why, that's just the way that it's set up. If your charger, so I explained this earlier in the video, I thought all the chargers came with this. Well, I seen they got the little balance board that you plug into. Like you would plug this into the balance board, and then the balance board plugs into here, but some chargers only have like one plug. And I even seen a guy that was saying, man, if you cut off this extra little notch here, like you could plug it into any one of them, and it's still only going to do 2S. So, I mean, there's a lot of different videos out there, but so I actually did get the balancing board, not realizing that I didn't need it. I thought that it was something that you needed to do this. But yeah, this particular package comes with that 4S adapter, and it's just so that it'll plug into it. And you're still only going to get the 2S with this because it only has 3 wires. And what that third wire does, it goes in between the cells, the first and second cell, and it'll measure. So this goes into the end of one battery. This goes to the end of the other battery, and then in between them, they're connected. So this wire will detect the voltage in between them, and then these wires will detect the voltage, from between the cells. Anyways, hard to explain. I'm an electrician. This low voltage stuff, trying to explain it's a little different for me. And if we had like a diagram, I could show you. I'm not going to draw it out. There's a bunch of videos on it though. But yes, I don't know why they make this in a 4S. I guess a lot of the older chargers come with just a 4S plug. Hey, we're back. It buffered. But yeah. So you're only going to get 2S out of this. One ground wire, one wire per cell. Yes. Pretty much, yes. Bob's smoking with himself. So Nitro John and Wifey, have a great night. God bless. Thank you very much, Grandma. You have yourself a good one. Thanks for joining in. Just so I won't cancel my order, I can use that for my 2S receiver pack. Yes. Yes, because even though that's a 4S plug, it's only meant for the 2S. So your 2S comes with 3 wires. Positive, negative, and then basically the one cell checker. Yeah, like Lotus said, you got a ground and then a wire for each cell. So like if this 4S plug had all the wires, it would have 5 wires. So the red wire would be on the outside, and then the rest of them would be the black wires. And then it would just be a wire for each cell to detect the, because they check the voltage from cell to cell. If all the cells are like evenly charged, they last longer for one. But so if you got, say you got a 3 cell or a 2 cell, 4 cell, it doesn't matter. You got one that's where it needs to be and say one that's low. When it discharges, it'll stop where that low one's at. And so this other one will never fully discharge. When you charge it, it'll stop where that high one is and it'll never fully charge this one. So you have to balance it out. Once you balance all your cells, then you have a nice even battery. And if you don't keep them balanced, you'll destroy the battery. There's Nick B. What's going on, brother? Can't stay long, but just wanted to say, sup? How you doing? You getting the new MP11? I think Bob's already trying to buy one. Packing some white runts. Texas Aggie, what's up? Pin 1 equals ground. Pin 2 and above is positive for each cell. Yes. Better way to explain it. A lot easier. Thank you. Also, I guess I didn't catch that Northeast moss because I'd never heard of it. So you're smoking white runts. I'd never heard of that breed. That's kind of cool. I want me the MP11 too. Seems like a pretty badass buggy. Anyone know the price of the MP11? Well, I don't think that it has been released yet. It'll probably be like all the other kits, probably like $700 is what I'm assuming. Lotus says, I got Skywalker OG MP11, not gonna lie, looks sick, but that's only a prototype. Right, yeah, they'll make some tweaks to it, but it should be something close to that. You know, once it's released, Bob, you're going for it. So many now that it's legal, they name it anything. Yeah, right? I know some of the names are freaking crazy. Bunch of old fogies, don't forget that like button. Anyways, what time is it? 7:11. Well, for me it's 7:11 anyways. I'm on West Coast time. Yeah, white. A while back I had... Damn it, I lost it. A while back I had donkey butter. Hey, Lotus made it up to #1 with his donkey butter. That's some funny shit. That's crazy. You want to smoke some donkey butter? I guess it's better than donkey snot. Battery box looks fire and the steering servo is completely flipped. Huh. on the MP11. Still grabbed from the same dude since high school. That's funny how some people never get out of the game. Like how they changed the whole chassis if you know what to look for. Right? Yeah, I don't know the Kyoso enough to know what I'm looking at, but I get what you're saying because I've seen it in the Technos, the changes that they've done. One of the biggest changes to tell would be the shock towers, how they're open. They don't have that cross piece. I guess they said this for flexibility. Yeah, shit, I'm number one. Donkey butter was good, huh? They get high and then name it. Right. Refuse to pay taxes on herbs from a dispensary. Yeah, I bet up there in Canada it's pretty pricey too. Yeah, I didn't look that close at it, Travis. I'm gonna get a better view of it here at some point. It was hard to see in that video, and I didn't get to watch it all. Listening to a new chassis for MP10, but not gonna pay close to $200 from eBay in Australia. Jesus, that's crazy. Yeah, different flex options. Yes, sir. Also, the chassis isn't one thickness the whole way. Are you talking about on these new Technos? Or on the MP11? It's all rushed anyway. Harsh and not tasty. Here in Pennsylvania, like too rushed. Huh. Lotus says I made some butter last night. Or last week, gonna send Addie some cookies. Don't do that. Knowing my luck, though, they want to give me a quiz at work. Can't have that. Stuff up here is tasty. It's been a while, but the last time I did smoke it, it was pretty tasty. A lot more than when I was growing up. When I was growing up, it always tastes like shit. He has to eat them on stream. Not gonna do it. Ooh, Lotus was number one. Then Bob just jumped up and took number one. They're battling it out. Bob stole my crown. All gotta go. Have a good night. All right, brother. I'm about to get off here anyways. But yeah, join me tomorrow night. We'll strip down the Mugen and get it washed up. I may even take a look at the old the other Techno. Like I said, we found the leak. You can go back and rewatch, see what we're talking about. But it ran good after I found the leak. Had to have it run and define the leak because it was bubbling. Had to find the bubbles. That's it. Don't pass it to Bob, the crown stealer. Lotus, type in number one. I don't think it works that way, bro. All right, good night, Lotus. Good night, JW. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Yep, before coming quick late, y'all. Yes, sir, it is secondhand. Appreciate you joining in, brother. Bob's ending the night, number one. Congratulations, brother. Later on, Northeast. Appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Much love and peace.